Okay, here we go. We're getting ready to solve two-step equations. And here we go. All right. So when we are looking, let's get a good color. When we're looking at an equation, our goal is always to get x by itself. And so what we're going to do is we need to get rid of 30 and we need to get rid of negative 7. But which one do we get rid of first? We always go for the easiest thing first. See how here this is plus 30? We want to get rid of it by subtracting. Now that's way easier than looking at this. See this negative 7? What's going on between the negative 7 and the x? What's going on in between them? I don't see a thing. When we don't see that, that's really, there's a invisible 30 first. It's a plus 30. So we're going to subtract 30 to get rid of it. Look, 30 minus 30, gone. But uh-oh, we're in the equation. And if we subtract 30 from one side, now we don't have two equal sides. Whatever we do to one side, we better do the other side, right? Think about a scale maybe in your kitchen, both sides, two-sided scale. I don't know if anybody even has one in their kitchen anymore. But whatever we do to one side of the scale, we got to do the other side so it stays even. So let's see, the 30's gone. I bring down the negative 7x. I bring down my equal. And 58 minus 30 is 28, right? So far, so good. Well, the nice thing about two-step equations is there's only two steps. So we did one, we subtracted, and now we're going to do another one. Just like we talked about, that negative 7 and the x, they're really being multiplied together. And to undo multiplication, we divide. So we're going to divide by negative 7. Whatever we do on one side, we've got to do on the other. And so see, negative 7 over negative 7. The reason why we can cross it out is because negative 7 divided by negative 7, if we put it in our calculator, is 1. And 1 times x is just plain old x. We bring this down, you can hit that fraction button and do the 28 divided by negative 7, and you get negative 4, and we are done. So you're going to see these on Delta Math, and you're going to see these on your test. All right, same problem, but two different things going on here. One, instead of an x, we see a b. I'm not a fan of that. I like working with x's, but you know what? We can be flexible. We can go along with this. And so the other difference is that our variable, which is our letter, is on the right. So we can handle it. I prefer my variables, my letters on the left, but oh well. All right, so we're going to get rid of the 6, and we're going to get rid of the minus 15. And the first thing we're going to get rid of is this minus 15 by adding it. Negative 15 plus 15, that's gone, right? That's a 0. And so, but whatever we do to one side, we better do to the other side. And negative, let's see, negative 33 plus 15, that's just negative 18. And we bring down our 6b. And then our last step, of course, is to divide, because 6 divided by 6 is 1. And that means it goes away, right? 1b is just b. And then negative 8 divided by 6, you can pick up your calculator if you need to, it's negative 3. All right, we got 2 more to go. All right, this one's a little different. Yes, the variable, the x is on the right side, but we've got a 5 in the denominator of the fraction. We can handle it. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to add that 47 to both sides first. Negative 47 plus 47, gone, right? Negative 43 plus 47, that's just a plain old 4, right? Because that's 47 minus 43. And we just bring down the x over 5. All right, so what's going on between the x and the 5? Division, right? Every single time we see a fraction, it's actually a division problem. Like, now once again, this doesn't have to do with this problem, so maybe I'll use a different color. If we see the fraction 1/2, that really is also saying, what's 1 divided by 2, right? We did that in our calculator, we get a 0.5, which is, of course, why 1/2 is 0.5. All right, same thing. All right, let's go back to our problem. And so let's go ahead, since 5 is being divided into x, the opposite of division is multiplication. So we're going to, whatever do to one side, do the other. The 5 and the 5 cancel out. 5 over 5 is 1. There's just an x there left, right? 1x is just an x. And 5 times 4 is 20. Let's do one more. I know that you all are good at these two steps. What's different about this one? I don't know. These kind of all are looking the same to me, right? Yes, we saw a fraction. Let's do the fraction again. We can do it. All right, so let's go ahead and add 16 to both sides. So that is gone, and we end up with a y over 4. And then negative 14 plus 6 is negative 8, right? And then we're going to go ahead and multiply. We're going to get rid of the 4, multiply both sides by 4. Bam. Oh, I know why I picked this problem. I'm looking at it like, Ms. Overby, I really say, Nancy, why'd you pick this problem? Well, I don't like it when they use y in solving equations, because when we graph, we use y equals 3x minus 4, right? And I don't really like when they use y, but we can handle it. Delta Math uses y. We'll just go along with it. All right, I think that's it. Thanks for joining me. Have fun doing your practice with Delta Math.